boys? Welcome back to another episode of the Panthers franchise. And today we got three huge games for our playoff chances here. Looking at the standings, we are fourth. We do lead our division. However, seventh place is only one game behind. It is the Saints, only one game behind. And we do face a division rival today. This is pretty much the last episode of the season. The next episode will have the playoffs and our final game, if we do make the playoffs. And I guess if we're at the end of this episode looking like we're not going to make the playoffs, I might just play that fifth and final game. Although, what are we at? 3 more games here that make us 10-5, so we have 2 more games. So actually, scratch whatever I just said there. This is our second to last episode of the season, of the regular season. And next episode, if we make the playoffs, we'll be getting to some playoff games. So that should be huge, but our first game today is against Seattle Seahawks. They're 6-6, and they are currently 6th in playoff standings. So we're both fighting for a spot here today. Let's see if we can pick up the W. The boys are starting on offense today, and I'm wearing these crispy jerseys that we wore earlier in the season. Of course, once again, say this every single episode, that, you guys are obviously 2 or 3 weeks ahead of me. So, when I'm recording this is actually the uniforms we just used this past Sunday. I think they should be primaries, since we're never going to wear the black on black. They should make these our primaries. We should not be wearing white every single game. Also, in real life, they just opened the practice window for Jonathan Brooks, so I'm super pumped about that. The series has kind of made me a huge fan of him, with him being so good. I know it's just Madden, but it's definitely promising when Madden has your guy being that good, because they don't know nothing. So if they know that your guy's good, then you're looking pretty all right. Bryce Young on the move to Jonathan Brooks for the first down. Looking a little rough there for a second. Was not making the right reads at all. We can go to the run game now. And let's see if we can get some points here, boys. We need a lot of wins today. We are pushing for the playoffs. Need the wins. Every game at this point is huge, with us being 7-5. So close in the division too. The Buccaneers are also 7-5. The Saints are 6-6, only one game behind, and they have the tiebreaker over us. So all these need to be wins. Push to our second third down already. Let's see if somebody can get open here. Just go to Brooks, and he drops it. We know he's had a dropping problem, and he drops it. So we're starting our first drive with a punt. That is not looking good. And once again, the punt meter is terrible. Only on Madden, brother. We absolutely obliterate Tyler Lockett, but they're still at the 36 because of the stupid punt meter. And they go down and score a touchdown on their first drive. Time for us to hopefully do the same on this drive. We need a touchdown here. We don't have too many opportunities of not getting points. So, see what the boys can do. Straight to Deontay Johnson. Nice first down. Bryce Young currently leads the league in passing yards running into this game. And, I wish it was the same in real life. Although it's looking more and more like he's going to be getting at least one other start. Unless, I guess, we trade him before the trade deadline. Which hopefully we do not. Also, at current time recording, Amari Cooper and Devontae Adams both just got traded in the same day for third-round picks. Those are the type of trades you see, and you're like, why did my team not give up a third-round pick for them? Now, for the Panthers, I kind of get it. Deontay Johnson out here wide open. I get it because we're not really competing. And Deontay Johnson with a touchdown there. Huge play. For the Panthers, I get it. We're not competing, so we don't need to trade for one of the top guys who's not even on a full-year contract. But, Amari Cooper costs a third and a seventh and is only $800,000 with the cap, which is another thing. The Panthers don't have the most cap space. We only have $1 million, I think, which is ugly. We have a lot of dead cap from the past few years' contracts. Definitely a rough spot. One of the bottom 3 teams, I'd say, to be a fan of right now. Jonathan Brooks running the guys over. 6 rushes, 26 yards. Let's go with curls here. Oh, my God. I just realized something. We are in the second. We're not supposed to be playing the second, okay? So I'm gonna do this pass here, which is actually a really good pass. I might go for a touchdown, and then I'm going to simulate Even though we should be simulating right now, but it doesn't matter. Deontay Johnson with a touchdown. Wow, I was not paying attention. That was a zero awareness moment right there. Let's just jump forward to the end. We kind of give our team a little boost there. And that might help. We'll see here. We have the same lead at halftime. Increased to 14 for just a second. And the Seahawks come back, tie it up. The boys go get a field goal. And we win that game. That is a huge win right there. Huge win. Okay, well, let's see if we can keep up that momentum into our next few games. Week 15 matchup is against the Dolphins, and I checked the playoff picture. They're not currently in the playoffs, but they have a 7-6 record, so I imagine they're fighting for the playoffs. Also, looking at our division, we kind of pulled away a little bit from the Saints. They're now at 9th. 7th is still 7-6, so we're still only a game ahead. We got to keep on winning, keep on pushing, and every single week, probably from here on out, is going to be a fight. Week 16 is against division rival. Week 17 is against division rival who already beat us earlier in the season. So these games gonna be tough. Got to be able to win. Playing defense, obviously, for the second quarter. Let's see if the boys can hold on to this 7-point lead. They are already driving, it looks like. Starting with a run here. Breaks the tackle, and I'm spamming A. Like I said, I think in yesterday's video for college football for St. Louis. I'm pretty sure it's yesterday's video. I've said it probably 100 times. I don't know how to tackle. Like, I'm spamming A, which is what you used to do. You'd either do that or hit stick. I don't know if, like, the proper way to tackle now is just running into people or what, but it doesn't seem to work. They always seem to break at least one tackle, which is not very good for our chances at holding them back. We got this here. Oh, he's wide open, Jalen Waddle, and luckily a bad throw. Absolutely huge. Definitely needed that. 4th down, we're going to go safe man, that we don't get any running into the kickers. Although, still probably is going to happen. Watch in about 3 seconds here. Pretty long field goal, but Jason Sanders got it. 7-3 to start. So we let up 3 points in our first drive, but it wasn't like a full drive. Let's see what we can do with a full drive. Minute 23 left. It's going to be somewhat quick of a quarter here. We're up 10-3, so we're still up 7. And, man, the speed here is what scares me. Didn't mean to go for that interception there. Kind of wanted to just come down and hit him. And this guy is a drafted, like, auto-generated quarterback, I'm guessing. E. Drew, never heard of him. And I freaking lurked that with Trevin Wallace. Interception on Drew here. Could Wallace take it all the way back? Wallace, baby. He dives in for the touchdown. Let's go. What a huge swing right there. I thought, you know, we were ready to give up something huge to Waddle a few plays ago. And then we just get a pick 6 right there as he's thrown to Tyreek. That is huge. I don't know who this tight end is. He's an X factor. And, man. Okay, 38 seconds left in the half. Looking good. Let's see if we can do it again with Wallace. We now have a 17-3 lead after the pick 6, obviously. It's going to increase our lead. And look at Tyreek out there. I cannot get to him. Oh, luckily he's on a comeback route. I thought he was on a go route. He was wide open there. And he had a good running start. I'm gonna use Hall here, our rookie, and see if I could hold over the top with Tyreek. Although it looks like they're going to be running it now, maybe? Nope. And I went down. Xavier Howard gets burned by Jalen Waddle. I mean, what can you expect? And maybe switching to him was the wrong move and slowed him down a little bit. Didn't look like it to me, but that was an absolute bomb. But our quarter's already done. So let's just see if the boys can hold on to this lead. It's 24-24 now. We cannot hold on to the lead. Not looking good for us. And it is now a minute left, 24-24, Dolphins ball. Will they get a field goal? I would imagine so. It goes to overtime. We get a field goal. And we do have a defensive moment for overtime that I kind of want to do. And, you know, to be honest, I'm going to do it. I'm gonna put it in here. New rule that I may forget very soon, but I'm going to start playing overtime. It's going to go with whatever, you know, I'm currently playing. So, like, oh, God. That's another one to Waddle. I might be hurting my team here. So I play defense in the second quarter here, so I have to play defense in this overtime. Is how the rule's going to be. If I play offense in the regular quarter, overtime I play offense. It's going to be the new rule. And, man, they are killing us. But we got a sack with Chris Sims here. He's also our rookie. Rookie's showing out. Young player Trevin Wallace, second-year player, showing out. Going to use a Trayvon Walker here. See if we can get something happening. I just made it a pass. And, man, he just put it in a bucket there. 3rd and 1. Eli Drew. I still don't even know if that's his name. I'm just calling him Eli. E. Drew. 300 passing yards on us. That is not good. He's throwing it. Wide open, but I think he stepped out of bounds. He didn't. Okay. Jalen Waddle there with the catch. I don't think that was down. Not going to lie. We'll see how we can do here, boys. We need this. We need this. Don't let him go there. Another sack. Let's go. 3rd sack of the game. 2nd that we've usered. I think 2nd, anyway. Didn't we just get one to start this overtime drive? Dane Jackson. Supposed to be a screen, but I couldn't tell what happened. I wasn't really watching down there. It looked like he probably got stuck like our running backs always do. And now we're going to freaking call for a pass here. We're guessing pass. It is pass. And it's a fumble. That's game, baby. We're 2-0 on today's episode. Can Shy Tuttle, the big man. The big man's taking it all the way back. Let's go. Shy Tuttle, the big boy. Oh, yeah. Step back. We just won the game in overtime, boys. That was a huge win. 2-0 on today's episode. Almost locking our spot in for the playoffs already. Don't want to jinx anything, but we're like 9-5, right? Is that where we are now? I think that's what our record is. Huge W. Let's go. Looking at standings once again, looks like Bucks and Saints both won this past week. So we are still only 1 game ahead of the Bucks, and we're facing them this week. So if they win, I don't know how the tiebreaker is going to go since we're tied 1-1. Would be tied 1-1. So let's just win this game and not leave it up for debate. Let's just take this division right here in this game. We absolutely need it. The Seahawks, who we played this episode, are now 8th. They're out of the playoffs. Dolphins were already out of the playoffs, so I imagine they might be fully eliminated or just, very big uphill battle. Let's look at this playoff picture here and see who's the 7th seed. 7th seed is the Bengals, who I think we might have played earlier this season as well. I can't remember already. Bengals have a 9-5 record, so the Dolphins I think are 7-8 or something like that. Oh, so they're 7-7. It says it right there. Okay, so they are 2 games back with like 2 games remaining. So I don't think they're going to be making the playoffs. We might have just eliminated the Dolphins from playoffs. Looking at the standings, we might have eliminated the Seahawks from playoffs. Vikings, 7th seed, 8-6. A lot of 8-6 teams. Green Bay's also 8-6. And, we just got to keep on rolling, winning 1 game at a time. Huge game against the Bucks right here. Must win. Not necessarily to keep our playoff spot, but to keep the division locked in. Need to win this one. Let's go, boys. Okay, it's now time to start the 3rd on offense. Love to see us starting the quarter on offense like we did starting the half on our first episode, or first game of this episode. Let's start with Brooks, obviously. And the boys gave us a nice 14-7 lead. I was kind of worried. I'm always worried with these second half games whether or not we're going to have, a good score or not, or whether we're already out of the game before I could even, start playing. Okay, good first run on the first play of this drive. Let's see if we could do it back-to-back. Going back to Jonathan Brooks here. And I wish I would have, a better 2-man game. Like, I love Jonathan Brooks and how much he's been dominating. But also like Chuba in real life. So I know he's only like an 80 in Madden, and Jonathan's a 93 at this point. But I feel like if I could have a 2 running back, dual threat, that'd be nice. Kind of like the Lions do with Montgomery and Gibbs. 3rd and 3, fixed with the 3rd down already. Jonathan Brooks easily gets it right there. If we win this game, I think we have clinched our division. I'm not going to lie. It'll be close. We only have like 2 more games left in the season. So, need this win here if we want the division and the playoffs. Jonathan Brooks with a nice screen play here for the first down and like 15-yard gain. Bryce Young, 150 passing yards and a touchdown today so far. I don't see any pass plays that I really like. We'll run this one. Not really a fan of it, though. Just go to Leggett here. He holds on to it. 6-yard gain. And yeah, I'm not liking that PA drag wheel. I'm going to run here to the weak side with Jonathan Brooks. Plus, Jonathan Brooks has been, carrying. I can't get the spin move to go right there. There is a penalty. I imagine it's holding. Yep, holding offense, so that's coming back anyway. So it doesn't really matter. It's on Icky, of course. And 2nd and 14. Let's go with mesh. I don't mind this one. And Carr in motion over here. Rookie wide receiver. It's like a 75, 76 overall. Yeah, I don't know how much he's gotten the ball. He hasn't gotten it from me hardly ever. And that actually worked better for us. It's now 3rd and inches instead of 3rd and 4. Vita Vea looks like he's going down injured. That is absolutely a huge loss if he is injured. Oh my God. I don't know who that is. He just broke through the line. 4th and 7. So now we got to try and hit this field goal. And I said I was going to switch the kicking meter. Have not done that. And oh my God. As I say that, it's like delayed. It's like input delayed. I let go of that before it even got to the red. So guess what I'm doing now? I'm going to be switching that kicking meter. And we only get one more play for this quarter. Seems pretty short. Need to have a good play here. Don't need to force anything. They did tie up the game, though, so we need to win this game still. Just throw it away. I pressed throw it away, and he did not throw it away. If you guys couldn't tell. So, terrible play for us there. Lost to 13. And now it is time to just skip to the end of the game and hope the boys get something done. They're down 21-14, down 28-14, and we're going to lose a huge game here. That was a must-win. Out of all 3 games, I know I've said must-win for all of them, that was the most must-win in my opinion. Sucks to lose it. And look at Baker, dude. 3 passing touchdowns with only 130 yards passing. God, that is... Hate to see it. Hate to lose that game. And yep, just as I thought looking at the standings, we are now in 6th instead of 4th, leading the division. Need a win here, man, against the Saints, who already beat us once this season. They're 7-8. Looking like they're kind of out of the playoffs. And, Vikings are 8-7 in 7th place. So there's still a chance if I lose this that I could be in 7th place and in the playoffs. But it's getting close. Close enough that I don't want to chance anything. We now have a way better overall than the Saints. But we will be playing defense in the 4th quarter. So if the Saints come out hot, score a lot of points early, it's not really going to matter. Like, they'll have the win. I'm not going to stop them every single time. And we just got to hope that the boys play good the first 3 quarters and leave the 4th quarter open for us. Okay, playing defense for our final quarter of the day. And the boys left us a 14-3 lead, so it is now up to me to keep this lead for this last quarter. I don't know if it's going to be able to happen. I am actually very nervous about blowing it. I have done so many times over already in the series that I've done in the 2 months I've been recording videos. I've already done so much bad defense, and look, it's continuing here. We do get the tackle, though, so they get a first down. And their 2nd-year player, I think. No, he has to be a rookie, huh? I thought I saw him last year. I could be wrong. But their young quarterback leading the charge here. They do have a losing record, so I don't think this will affect our standings with them in the division if we lose, even though they'll have 2 wins on us. They'll have swept us. But losing to them does significantly hurt our chances at the playoffs. So let's just hope and pray that we don't blow a 14-point lead and that the boys can, continue scoring on offense to give us a better chance of winning this game, because you see it already. I am not stopping anything on defense, and I need to do some coach adjustments and get our corners matched up by speed here. Going across the field. Going across. Man, I was there to light him up. He does gain a 6 and didn't actually light him up. Keep the auto flip on. Cornerback matchups by speed here. And let's see what the boys can do. I'm going to use Walker here. See if I can get some pressure. And this guy's an X Factor, so he's maybe young, but he already has X Factor abilities. And that is not going to look good for us. I can't remember if earlier on in the season if we had... what's it called? if we were offense or defense when we played them. I think we were offense and lost, but I can't remember. So let's just hope that we could do better than we did last time and we win this game here. Chris Olave as well has 1,200 receiving yards. That could have gone across the middle probably for a touchdown, but we do hold in the 4th down. They're going to go for the field goal. I'm going to do safe man like I always do, hoping that we don't run into him. And let's just see. He drills it, looks like. Yep, drilled it. So 14-6, 8-point lead. We're going to hand this back to the offense. Let's see if they could chew some clock for your boy here. A minute 40 left, and they do score a touchdown, so that's actually huge. We should hopefully, don't want to jinx anything, we should hopefully be good for the win now with them scoring a touchdown and getting it all the way down to a minute 40. We'll just have to see. I'm going to be on Jamie Robinson over here. And, oh my god, I did jinx it. I also guessed pass, but man, Olave burns us for an 80-yard touchdown right off the bat. Imagine I can go for 2 here, yeah? No, they just go for 1. And there's a minute left when they get the ball back. I literally jinxed it. I literally did the most perfect jinx. And look where they get the ball back. How did this happen? What did the offense do? Oh my god, this is terrible. I need an interception. Not happening. They get a touchdown. I literally just did the most perfect jinx of all time for them. And they get the 2-point conversion. Oh, but the boys go down and get a touchdown. Or not a touchdown, a field goal right at the end. I literally thought I did the most jinx of all time. Like the biggest jinx ever. And the quickest jinx ever. Like, how did they get the ball there 5 seconds later? Oh my god, we just lucked out on that win. We got bailed out. And that wasn't even really on my defense. Like, I was guessing pass, and the boys just kind of sucked. They were giving them everything. We actually almost just jinxed that. Almost just blew our playoff chances. But a win here is actually very huge for our playoff chances. And looking at the standings, Tampa Bay lost their game, which is huge. So we now have clinched the playoffs at least. We've clinched the playoffs. We're 10-6, currently leading our division. Vikings also lost. They're still 7th seed, 8-8. So that is why we clinched the division. And actually, looking at our schedule, we have Week 18, then Wild Card, Division, Championship, and Super Bowl is what we got left. So I'm actually going to give you guys a bonus game right here. We're going to play this 5th game on offense. We're going to do the first quarter against the Colts and see if we can win. Colts are 11-5. So actually looking at the playoff picture, they are the 5th seed in the AFC. AFC is doing way better than NFC because we're the 4th seed and we're 10-6, right? Which obviously the divisions matter a little bit, but the 5th seed's 10-6 as well. 3rd seed's 11-5. So you know the up end of our divisions or conference is good, but the bottom end is weaker than the AFC if the Colts are the 5th seed at 11-5. But let's get into this first quarter and see if we get some points and give us a nice lead going into the rest of the game and see if we can win our final game of the regular season. Once again, we start the game / the half with the ball. I don't know, I keep lucking into that, but it does keep happening, so I'll take it. We're going to start with run here, Jonathan Brooks. Something you guys have heard like 3 times this episode already. And gain of 16 yards on our first play of the game. Let's go with mesh spot here, see if we can get Bryce some more passing yards. I don't know how he's been doing the past few weeks. I haven't been paying attention. But I know for the season he's been doing all right. And straight to Leggett, deep. And there it is, a 54-yard touchdown, I believe, to get us started with a touchdown. That was gorgeous. Start us with a lead, baby. Let's end this regular season strong. We've had a pretty good season so far. League leaders here and there. Jonathan Brooks carrying the team. And just a gorgeous ball from Bryce Young to XL right there. And the defense stops him. We got 3:24 left in the first. And Jonathan Brooks here goes for 8 or 7. And he has 2 rushes, 23 yards. Like, we are looking good. Looking hot to start. Got Deontay Johnson on a motion zig here. See if we get another good pass. It was a good start to the passing game. Need to go again. Not going to happen. I'm feeling the pressure, and I run straight into the pressure. I kind of panicked there. Not used to facing pressure. I have not played where I face pressure in a long time. It's been like a week. See if we could get 3rd and 9. 3rd and long here. We need it. Jonathan Brooks, please don't drop it. He completes it. Bryce Young, 68 yards and a touchdown already. He has 4,400 yards and 45 touchdowns on the season. That is absolutely gorgeous. Like, that is looking very good to me. And he's led us to a playoff berth, something Panthers fans have not felt in a long time. Something as a Panther fan I wish I would feel again very soon. And unfortunately, it's looking like it's not going to be Bryce to do it. And oh my God, Brooks runs backwards for 7 yards. It looked so promising to start that run. I thought I was actually doing good there. And I thought I was actually going to be able to, get a first and some more. But it does not happen. Goes to Deontay, and that guy kind of just glitched for the deflection. He was out of position, and there is no doubt in my mind about that. He was out of position. That is where I should have been passing to, and he just glitches for the pass breakup. Just going to run it here. Don't get any blocks, so it's going to be a punt on our second drive. Nowhere near as good as the first drive where we get a 50-yard touchdown pass. And with this stupid meter, oh my God, that's literally, I don't know if you guys are having a problem. I stopped that when it was at yellow. And I still haven't switched it. I need to switch it because it pisses me off every time. I stopped that at yellow, and it's not like I'm online facing somebody real. There should be no input delay on this. And it happens every single time. It is so frustrating. And maybe it's the punting overall, like the punters overall. I don't know what Johnny Hacker's overall is, like a 73. Well, actually, it's Mavis, right? Because I didn't re-sign Hacker. So it's actually our kicker. So that might be it, is the overall. So it's just super, like, no matter what's going to be a bad punt. But that is dumb. Jonathan Brooks here, trying to run over whoever that safety is, who has Superstar. And we get a first down. The Colts did score, and I just realized I did it again. I'm playing in the second quarter, which I should not be doing. So we're going to go here to Jonathan Brooks, get no gain. We're going to simulate the rest of the game. What is my problem? I get so flabbergasted at the kicking meter that I just don't pay attention to the scoreboard. But the final game of the year, we do have a 17-10 lead. They come back, tie it up. Fourth quarter, will it go to overtime? No, it will not. We win our final game. We finished the season 11-6. Great record. And we finally clinch a playoff spot. And I think we just clinched the division with this win here. Actually, I almost guarantee it. There's no way the Bucks could win 2 games. So we actually just clinched the division with this W. And next episode will be the playoffs. Cannot wait for that. That was a little ugly there with the kicking. I swear I got to switch that meter before we get to the playoffs. It is so bad. Looking at the playoff bracket, our first playoff game is against the Green Bay Packers. Pretty interesting lineups here. The Dolphins ended up making the playoffs. I thought we eliminated them. They end up making it. I don't know how in the world they did that, but they actually ended up doing it. For the NFC side, 49ers get the first seed. Chiefs get the first seed on AFC side. And taking a look at our league leaders here, looks like Patrick Mahomes and Jalen Hurts both beat out Bryce Young for the league lead in passing yards. And Mahomes had 52 touchdowns, so he's going to be MVP, unfortunately. Bryce should hopefully be up there. I don't know. Brooks is not anywhere close to leading rushing yards, it doesn't look like. Let me click on this here and see. Bryce is third in the NFL for touchdowns and yards. And then Brooks is 7th in rushing and 16th in rushing touchdowns. He does get 1,000 yards, though, and Deontay gets 1,000 yards. So we get a 1,000-yard receiver and rusher. And, Bryce Young, 4,600 passing yards this season. That is absolutely huge. We're, of course, going to accept his fifth-year option unless it's too late. I might have missed out on that. Ooh, it does look like it's too late. I don't know if they did it or not. I'm dumb when it comes to those things. I always forget. But we have made the playoffs. We have clinched the division. And we're facing 11-6 Green Bay Packers in our first playoff game. That'll start next episode. Hopefully we make a deep playoff run. If not, I guess some of the off-season is going to be there. But I appreciate y'all for watching, and I shall see you in the next one. Peace.